Welcome to Exam Sale. In this video we walk through the exact syllabus for the VMware Advanced Design VMware vSphere 7X exam so you know what to study and how to prioritize your time. This exam is focused on design and architecture with 4 weighted sections. Section 4 Planning and Designing is 45%. Section 5 Resources and Performance is 30%. Section 7 Operational Management and Business Continuity is 15%. And Section 2 VMware vSphere 7X Architectures and Technologies is 10%. Each domain lists difficulty, estimated learning time, and the scenario or conceptual assessment style so you can match study effort to exam weighting. Section 4 Planning and Designing carries 45% of the exam and is rated hard with an estimated 60 hours of learning and scenario-based assessments. You will learn to translate business requirements into technical vSphere 7X solutions by differentiating functional and non-functional requirements, identifying constraints and assumptions, and mapping technical requirements to business objectives. The syllabus trains you to conduct infrastructure assessments, perform gap and risk analysis, and apply the VMware design methodology AMRS. You will also design logical and physical infrastructure by creating conceptual designs, defining vCenter and NSX-T logical components, sizing physical compute nodes, planning cluster layouts, host naming and IP schemes, choosing NSX-T deployment models, and determining vCenter appliance placement and sizing. Section 5 Resources and Performance makes up 30% of the exam and is also rated hard with about 40 hours of study and scenario-based assessments. In compute and memory design you will learn CPU and memory allocation strategies, DRS automation tuning, resource pools and vApp organization, NUMA and NUMA optimization, right-sizing virtual hardware versions, and use of VSCA or VJA for graphics workloads while identifying and mitigating resource contention. In storage and network performance design you will plan storage DRS and I/O control policies, apply network I/O control for prioritization, choose storage protocols for IOPS requirements, design VSS and VDS topologies, optimize throughput with link aggregation and load balancing, and plan for PMEM, NVMe tiers and caching acceleration. Section 7 Operational Management and Business Continuity is 15%, rated medium, with about 20 hours of study and a mix of conceptual and scenario assessments. You will design for availability and data protection by configuring vSphere HA cluster settings, defining admission control for host failure tolerance, planning vSphere fault tolerance, and developing backup, recovery and site replication strategies including vSphere replication and VCHA. The section also covers security, governance and lifecycle management where you will design role-based access control, implement host hardening and lockdown, plan VM encryption and TPM-use, manage certificates, apply vSphere Lifecycle Manager for cluster consistency, and configure centralized logging, audit trails and update strategies. Section 2 VMware vSphere 7X Architectures and Technologies is 10%, rated medium, with about 15 hours of study in both conceptual and scenario assessment styles. This domain teaches core architectural components and enhancements in vSphere 7X including the architecture of vSphere with Tanzu, vCenter identity provider integration, differences between VMFS, NFS, vSAN and VAL storage models, key virtual networking components, and the vSphere Trust Authority. Understanding these foundations will help you make higher-level design choices and justify architectural decisions in scenario-based questions. To prepare efficiently, focus first on Section 4 and Section 5 because they carry the most weight and require deep scenario-based design thinking. Allocate study hours roughly as indicated, practice mapping business drivers to technical options, and run through scenario exercises that cover constraints, risks, performance trade-offs, availability and security so you can demonstrate clear, defensible design decisions on exam day.